That's right.
Ready?
Yes. What is this one?
Baby.
I'm just here like every day now.
It's like a side hustle. It's like my job, and I ask you to help me out a lot.
Bring your husband to work day every day.
Yeah, pretty much.
Thank you for having me. Cheers.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you, boss.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a Q&A all about baby number 2. As I'm sure you know already if you are watching this video, we found out we were expecting 2 days before Christmas, and I am currently about 26, 27 weeks pregnant.
Yes.
So time is ticking away. Things are starting to get very real.
I must say straight away, if I'm moving like a robot, it's because I hurt my neck at jiu-jitsu this morning.
Like, yeah, totally.
No, I'm fine.
Oh. If I look like I am moving awkwardly, it's because my stomach is so big at this point. I'm sitting on a little bar stool, but the weight of it is just wanting to like literally make me lean forward.
So we just look great combined. Like, yeah,
it's a good day. Okay, so let's just dive straight into the questions. What scares you the most about having 2 kids?
I don't think it scares me really.
Really? Yeah, you look pretty unfazed.
If there's 3,
well,
then you're outnumbered, aren't you?
Yeah. I'm a little bit concerned about like having a toddler tantrum happening at the same time as like baby screaming, and just that moment of like, oh, you're good at staying cool, calm, and collected. Like I might spontaneously combust.
I think we'll just feel a little bit more alive, won't we? You know?
That we certainly will.
This is living, this is life. Some people have like 8 kids.
My dad's dad was one of 23.
That's busy.
Irish Catholic.
It was cold in Ireland. I'm really ready for it. I'm ready to embrace it.
I'm excited to go through all of these phases again. Obviously, like you said, every kid is different, but I think there's so much newness when it's your first child that you're just like in survival mode the whole time, and you don't know what's normal, what's not. Yeah, exactly.
With Bo, we knew for sure in the next few years have another one, have another baby. Whereas this time we don't know that, so
no, yeah. So I think we'll savor it.
We have to, you know, and it's going to be cool because now we're doing it with our best mate Bo too.
Yeah,
so it's the first time for her.
Yeah,
and she loves babies.
She's obsessed with babies. That brings me to another question that we did get frequently asked. Are you excited to see Bowie as an older sister, and how do you think she feels about becoming an older sister?
Yeah, of course I'm excited. Like, why wouldn't I be excited about it? Like, obviously I'm excited.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, of course. Like, that's our little everything right there, you know? And she's about to meet the next little everything in our lives, and who will eventually be her little everything, you know? I was super excited when Frankie, our dog, was going to meet Bowie. Like, I remember like the lead up to that. Yeah. I can't wait to see Bowie like take her brother's hand and walk and to go and play. And
I think now that Bowie's a toddler, and especially like throughout this pandemic experience, you know, Josh and I were such a team, and when we had Bowie, it was like us, you know, as a team having this child.
Bowie's the team on the team now.
Yeah, like we are a trio. We do everything together.
Trio and a half. Frankie's a great dog.
She's an amazing dog.
She's been an amazing babysitter. I think of the other night we went out for at least what 6-7 hours.
That did not.
And
that did not
Bowie
happen.
was fine. Frankie
we do not leave the child at home.
No.
We haven't seen family in 14 to 15 months. We haven't had any childcare in 14 to 15 months. So the 3 of us are together all of the time.
You said that recently in one of these videos, I think, and it's not correct me if I'm wrong, being said for sympathy.
Oh, no.
It's we're proud of our tribe.
Yeah.
We're proud of it. You know?
It's brought us all so close together. So I feel like Bowie is going to really take on that big sister responsibility. A lot of people asked, you know, this time we're having a boy, obviously Bowie is a girl, and is there a difference between that? People have asked, like, will we raise them differently?
No.
What do we think how do we think the experience will differ? And
no.
I don't think it will at all. I mean, he's going to have his own little personality that's different from Bowie's, but it has nothing to do with gender.
Bowie she'll put on a princess dress but refer to herself as a prince. So Bowie, that sums up Bowie. Yeah. She's a Bowie. And our son will be whatever he wants to be.
We really don't believe in any of those kind of gender stereotypes. Yeah, like we wouldn't like put our daughter into ballet and not, you know, Bowie's probably first class will be like jiu-jitsu or soccer or something like that, because that's what Josh is into. And she loves playing with him.
She can dress how she wants, he can dress how he wants, play with what he wants, they can do whatever sport they want, hang out with whoever they want within reason, obviously. We
just don't believe in like tying interests or activities or preferences or whatever into being gender specific. Like, I don't think that that's relevant.
And it doesn't matter to me, you know, as they grow. For me, it is important that they're just good people and good kids. Put a dress on my son if you want, and you can put, I don't know, shave my daughter's head. It doesn't matter.
No.
Doesn't matter.
We just want our kids to feel loved and supported. As they are. Questions about symptoms in pregnancy 1 versus pregnancy 2. I feel like I
felt way more nauseous.
You can probably speak to this just as well as I can, though.
No, you speak. It's your body.
I know, but you're such a good teammate in all of it. Like, you see it all unfolding, and you are been incredibly supportive.
There's some things that you can't unsee, though. You know what I mean?
I had really bad skin with the first pregnancy. It's been a lot milder this time. I did have some skin issues, but I feel like my acne isn't as bad. I didn't have any melasma this time, so...
No, you didn't. You didn't, like... Melasma, if you don't know what that is, it's like the pigment in your skin changing from other parts.
It's like discoloration.
Discoloration?
Yeah.
And Shenae's, unfortunately, grows a lot like a beard.
It does. It's a fact.
It's not hairy, but it looks like a 5 o'clock shadow.
Looking good. This time I've had a lot of really bad lower back pain and sciatica. The first time I really didn't have a lot of physical pain or anything like that, but I was definitely way more nauseous the first time. I haven't really had any nausea at all this time.
Oh, touch wood. You can touch wood if you want. No, my mum watches this, Shenae.
One that was pretty heavy duty throughout both of my pregnancies was prenatal depression. I've had a bout of prenatal anxiety and depression in both of my pregnancies.
Finding out that there's going to be any giant change, no matter how excited you are about it, it can affect your mental health, you know? So I think you handled it like a pro.
Thank you.
Especially given the last year and a bit that everybody has had.
Well, on the subject of mental health, this is a perfect time to thank our sponsor, BetterHelp, for partnering with us on this video. BetterHelp isn't a crisis line. It is not self-help. It is professional counseling facilitated online. BetterHelp is a platform that assesses your personal needs and matches you with a licensed professional therapist. When I was experiencing prenatal depression for the first time, I didn't even know that prenatal depression was a thing until I started looking for somebody who specialized in an area specific to my needs. So the way you use this platform is going to be really beneficial for everyone on an individual level, because you can really get specific about your life experience, your needs, your mental health history, and find somebody that is a perfect fit for you. To start utilizing BetterHelp's resources, you can head to betterhelp.com or download their app onto your phone. Everything starts with a questionnaire. It'll track through your history, the symptoms that you are experiencing, any major issues that are cause for concern for you. Once you get through the basic information about who you are and what your lifestyle looks like, as well as the questionnaire about your symptoms and concerns, you can also submit a few sentences about what those major concerns are specifically and what you're looking for in a counselor. With BetterHelp, you have options to do messaging anytime, chat sessions, phone sessions, or video sessions, whatever you prefer. You can get help from anywhere at any time. If you're not happy with your match, it is free to change counselors at any time, and BetterHelp is more affordable than traditional offline counseling, and financial aid is available. If you're interested in learning more about BetterHelp, click the link in my video description. You can use my discount code to get 10% off your first month of counseling and join the over 1 million people who are taking charge of their mental health with BetterHelp today. A lot of people have asked about my actual upcoming birth experience. I shared a little bit about my traumatic birth experience in a YouTube video, like 6 weeks postpartum last time or something like that. And I ended up having, after 18 hours of labor, a unexpected C-section that had some pretty severe complications. So yeah, needless to say, it was traumatic for both of us. This time, a lot of people asked if I'm going to be electing for a C-section or going for a VBAC, trying for a VBAC, which is a vaginal birth after cesarean. I really wanted to have a vaginal birthing experience the first time. I had no plans or preparations of having a C-section. I really did not even factor in that that was a possibility at the time. So I was very underprepared for that moment mentally. I don't want to go through that again. That was one of the most traumatic parts of that whole experience. Complications and all the rest of it aside, just having that rush of doctors and nurses and everything kind of come at me in that moment and be like, okay, things are going south. You need to have a C-section right now. You ready? And it was like, huh?
And we had a really close relationship with
our doctor. Yeah.
Your doctor, yeah.
We-
She's not mine. I remember I asked her, she said, no, I only do vaginas.
She's an OBGYN.
And that was the experience we had. And she was amazing, and it was still scary.
It was still super scary.
This is a brand new doctor, obviously.
Yeah, and that to me is what's playing the biggest role in my decision to forego attempting a VBAC, even though it is something I really, really did want to do. If I was still in LA, I would. If I was still in LA, I would definitely go for it and try to have a VBAC because I'm super tight with my gynecologist. She's been my gynecologist since I was 18 years old.
She's the best.
I trust her like a mother. Like we are super, super close, and I trust her to take care of me and our baby to be. And I also had an incredible doula in my first pregnancy who...
Oh yeah,
Tamika, yeah, she was incredibly maternal. I can't imagine having had that experience without her by our side. Because we don't have the doctor that we're super comfortable with or the doula who we love here with us for this birth experience, I just want to minimize any opportunity for more emotional trauma and physical trauma. I've also been prompted by the doctors to head straight in for a cesarean because why I ended up having to get a cesarean was because of how my body was laboring. At a certain point during my labor, it basically started working in reverse. So instead of dilating, I was swelling, and there would have been no way for baby to make her way out safely into this world. So they feel pretty confident that if it happened the first time that way, it's likely just how my body responds to that experience and how it could very well happen again.
At the end of the day, when you had this chat with the doctor, it was like our doctor, your doctor here, it was a very quick chat. You said, should I attempt a vaginal birth? And she went, no, we'll be booking you in for a C-section. So there you go.
I know, it is something that like...
But you shouldn't feel weird about it. It's what you've been recommended by the doctor.
I know that, but I just like, I always wanted to have that experience, and I know a lot of women have had wonderful, successful VBACs. It's something that was really important to me pretty much ever since Bowie was born. That was the path that I was on, and due to our current circumstances and our recent move and everything like that, it's just not something that I think I can emotionally take on right now. I feel like there's a lot of things that are out of our control. We're not sure if we're even going to be able to have family here with us when it happens. So I just want to feel like I have as much of a handle on it as possible and minimize as much opportunity for risk as I can. So I think that's just going to be the better decision for us this time anyway. So we'll see. Yeah. Another question was who's going to be with Bo when I'm giving birth.
So we were going to run a competition on Instagram as to...
Does one of you want to babysit Bowie while we're at the hospital?
Yeah. We'll pay your flight.
We are, fingers crossed, going to have Josh's mom come here and look after Bo. So say a little prayer for us that...
We've also got some really amazing friends here now, haven't we?
We do. We've made some awesome friends who have offered to step up if Josh's mom isn't able to get on that plane. Josh's mom has had a couple flights booked here over the past year that get canceled at the last minute due to the pandemic. So we're hopeful.
We'll see. But that's the plan. She will swim here if she has to.
She would.
So...
Yeah, but we do have a plan B lined up.
We have a plan B, so Bowie won't be on her own.
No.
Thank you.
Frankie won't be babysitting that night. Somebody asked about how it's been going through this pregnancy during a pandemic.
Well, I'm sure many of you watching have done the same.
Yeah, or know somebody who has.
Yeah, it's like People have had a lot of sex during the pandemic. So, of course, what happens when you have sex and you can't go outside to just go and buy any protection at any given time because you need to wear a mask or you have to line up at the shop? People get pregnant. This is true, Shen. This is actual
You're
facts.
saying like this is research-based evidence backing this up.
It's
You're
just my
pulling
theory.
this out of your ass.
It's my theory. It's my theory. Arse is bottom in English, by the way. Guys.
Okay, sorry.
In England.
I think the only way that it's been particularly challenging has just been not having that familial support.
Yeah, I think there's no, you know, we would have normally had like a holiday type situation.
Yeah, like a baby moon, which we haven't.
We've been in a state, we've lived in a state the whole time that hasn't been as locked down as extreme as other states or other countries. As long as we've lived here anyway. Yeah. So we've been lucky enough that I've been able to at least come to the majority of
the appointments,
which was something we were really worried about.
Yeah.
I think the biggest worry is just, is this pandemic going to take another turn and us have no support at all, even from people here, because you can't go outside again. So that's always in the back of our minds. Yeah. But we also know we are strong as a fam. High five to everybody who has had a baby in the last year and a half. Congratulations, first of all. Congratulations, obviously, but also you're a badass. It is hard, especially if you had a baby at that first 8 months. If I was wearing a hat, I'd take it off and throw it on the floor because respect. You're a legend. Congratulations.
Last question, which 50% of the people asked about. Was drum roll. Do we have a name picked out, and what is the baby's name?
We do.
They want sneak peeks.
How do you give a sneak peek of a name? We just give the first letter.
We could give the middle name.
Oh. We could just give them the whole name. Yeah. Are you ready?
Sure.
3,
2,
1.
No. Pretty Caroline. Oh, 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 stone.